Hey guys, it is numismatics back with you again for what is the beginning of another series of mega grading results. These are all from NGC. They're all coins that were submitted via me for grading or conservation and grading in all kinds of different tiers. There's going to be a few videos over the next week or so. I'm going to do this pretty quickly. I'm not necessarily going to focus on or describe every coin. There's just too many of them. And you'll see what I mean as we go by and go through all of these results that have come in. So because there's actually a few hundred of these coins to go through, I'm going to do the first box at double fast. Doesn't mean to say the quality is not there or the interest is not there. You're seeing some really lovely coins, mostly gold commemoratives, gold sovereigns, mostly gold, and a lot of these coins have been conserved by NCS before being graded by NGC. Of all the commemoratives that I graded, it looked to me like there was about 2/3 that graded at 70 and about a third of them graded at 69. This one here is a particular favourite, the King Canute gold £5 piece. Only a very small number of these, pretty low mintage. I think it was under 300, 275 or so these coins minted. 3 of them I've graded recently, so that's a pretty good percentage. And I don't think there were many of these Team UK coins either. There were only a few hundred of these minted as well. I remember people asking back in 2016 whether they should buy them or not. Interesting to see in hindsight whether they've done well. I suspect they've done well because the overall price of gold has gone up and the price of the premium on new coins has gone up. The anniversary or the commemorative Guinea coin, another nice coin. If you remember a few weeks ago, a lot of these coins originally came in as part of the London coin auctions video. So you saw over 2 videos a lot of these coins coming in, being unboxed. If you remember, some of the boxes had silver foil around them, and a lot of these coins were bought by one particular collector who had a bit of a spending spree over at London Coins, and I've then gone through and submitted for conservation or grading, and most of them have done pretty well. I showed a video recently which was the unboxing of a snowman from the Royal Mint, which wasn't a particularly good quality coin, and some people in the comments made the observation, well, if Coin Connection is my sponsor, why aren't I buying everything from Coin Connection? Isn't it better to buy with the 2% discount and the discount code? And the answer I gave was that I've bought a lot from Coin Connection. I bought an Albert Sovereign, I bought a Wallace and Gromit, and I buy quite a lot from them during the year, and I get excellent service and excellent quality, but I also buy direct from the Royal Mint, and it's interesting sometimes to test them out, and when I'm making videos it's interesting to see the quality difference between different suppliers and to comment on that. So it would be pretty dull if I only bought from one place all the time, and nobody should really read anything particular into that. Another reason that I can sometimes buy from multiple sources is that sometimes I may want more than one of something, and if I know something is going to be in high demand at the Royal Mint, then maybe it makes sense to place a pre-order for one with the Coin Connection, where I know that I can get hold of it as an advance order, and then maybe on the morning that something is released, if it's something I particularly want, I might then line up in the queue on the Royal Mint website and place an order for another one. Maybe I'll keep both, maybe I'll keep one, maybe I'll grade both and sell one. It varies item by item, but certainly, it's a strategy which has been effective and worked for me in the past for some of these coins, and it's been quite nice to have two of quite a lot of recent things. Coin Connection, the name for quality assured modern coins. I know you guys hate adverts, so let's just call it 2% Rachel. Rachel in November. I'm always asking people of all the different types of videos that I bring out, which are the ones that you enjoy most. And people are always telling me it's the Mega Results unboxings, because they get to see such a great variety of coins, all the commemoratives, and it's not easy to see some of these coins all in one place. Not that many of them get graded. A lot of them don't see any of the prime grading companies. They just get saved in their original capsules, and absolutely nothing at all wrong with that. A lot of other people enjoy grading, and it's quite nice to use these videos to see the kind of things that other people have chosen to pick up and grade, take out their capsules. And it's interesting what happens, because it kind of changes over time as well. You can see here a lot of Britannias, mainly because this particular person bought a number of Britannia sets at London coin auctions. So just going through these, he did pick up the special dates. You can see the 2007, the 2008, and I think the special date Britannias can be really attractive coins with a really good following. And remember, the later dates are quite a lot more expensive than the earlier dates, mainly because there are very few of them around. The mintages went quite low. I think the Britannia certainly wasn't as popular as it had been in recent years, and they started bringing out the Queen's Beasts as well. So if you can find 2016, 17, 18 and 19 Britannias, they're worth hunting out and finding. I've been looking for 2018 and 2019 Britannias. If you know anyone who is selling a 1/10 of an ounce 2018 or 2019 proof, not the BU one, not the bullion one, the proof one, then get in touch, because I would be very interested in adding both of those to my collection for my registry set of Britannias over at NGC. Oh, this one is an interesting one, and really, really interesting. So this is the first one of these that I've seen. I don't know how many were minted. I don't think they were very popular when they came out. Be interested to see what the sales are for this. But of all the thousands of coins that I've seen so far coming through for grading, that's the first one of those little Churchill coins. I've seen more of these come in for grading than the Churchill coins. I've seen quite a few of those, and they're pretty rare. And there's the big daddy of the Churchill crowns as well, gold crowns. Churchill coins never seem to be crazily popular. I think maybe he wasn't. He's difficult to make look good on a coin, and I don't think that any of the designers who've really been designing these coins so far have done an absolutely amazing job, right back in the 60s. One thing that you will notice about so many of the recent grading submissions is that most of the coins graded tend to be gold. It's not to say that sometimes it can't be worth grading silver, but silver is much more difficult to justify spending money on grading and conservation because of its generally low price. If you're buying a coin for £65, say one of the new snowmen, or one of the silver £2 coins, grading costs anything between $17 and about $25 dollars or so, depending on where you are in the world, and taxes and VAT and stuff like that. And generally, the percentage that you're paying for grading costs for cheaper coins is high. Unless you know there's going to be a demand there, it's maybe better to focus on gold coins for grading, or coins worth over a couple of $100 generally, as opposed to grading cheaper coins. It's not to say you never do it, but I think you need to have a particular reason for doing it. Sometimes that's an emotional reason, sometimes it's you're trying to complete a set, and there may be many other reasons. But generally speaking, if you've got a pile of silver coins or a pile of low grade older coins, then grading is probably not the right thing to do, because of the cost and because of the fact that when you come to sell on a lot of these coins, you may not get the money back. While we're looking at it, this particular coin is really interesting and certainly worthwhile grading. I mean, it is gold, but it's a part of the 2006 set where they released all the Britannia special coins with a 2006 date on them, even though they were originally minted in other years. Some might say that's a bit boring, a bit lazy. Why did they do that? But I kind of like that kind of thing, so long as they don't do it too often. They did it with the recent 50th anniversary of the 50p, and I think they really should have brought out for that something special as well for the 50th anniversary. But this particular set is expensive and in high demand. So that's bringing us to the end of box number 1 in super quick time. We normally do that in about 20 minutes, but instead did it in 12 minutes. It's because there's quite a lot of coins to go through over the next week. So stay with me on that, like, subscribe, and I welcome your comments.